Ted, I'll turn it over to you to lead us off.
Well, Talanoa, thanks so much for doing this. And I have to believe we're, by my count, 17 days from actually playing a game.
That's
How does that feel?
It's getting closer and closer. No doubt, we're extremely excited, and we're just trying to get the ball rolling. So,
what has it been like to be back in full now and to be hitting and doing the things that are essential to football that you hadn't been able to do for so long?
it's been a process. I'll definitely say that. When for me in particular, being my last game of the season was against Iowa in the Holiday Bowl, and missing spring ball, and then missing fall camp, and having our fall camp be pushed all the way until, we're in October now. So it's a little different. So obviously we're just trying to make up for a lot of lost time that we have, and obviously it's not the outcome we wanted, but we're trying to make the most of it, and it's different. I say that, and like I said, it's a process, and we got to take it day by day, and eventually try to be we're ready to be on the field. So,
do you feel like you've been able to test your shoulder?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. We've definitely had opportunities, live opportunities in practice. We've had a few full padded practices so far. So for us just to get back into the groove of things and having shell practices and helmet practices, like I said, it's a process, and we had to get through each phase of it. It definitely has done a great job of adjusting us back into the game-like situations. And I think that's what I said about a week ago is when I was talking to some people is, we're just trying to get back into tackling form as a defense, being able to tackle and understand the fundamentals of it. So when we're back on the field, we can be as crucial and be on point as much as possible.
Yeah, that was exactly where I was going to go, Talanoa. It's been, so long for you since a bowl game, and for a lot of your teammates, it's been almost a year without that physical part. Can you just flip a switch and bring that back?
The people, it can be both ways. We have players that come in on the field and can just get right back into it, like they just never missed a beat. And there's some players that we have to adjust back into it. And I'm not going to be one that said I could just go right back into it, full contact. I had to ease myself in, and it definitely it was time that was much needed for us to slowly gain that inch by inch into it. So ultimately, we just want to be on the field, and we're back playing ball, and that's what we love to do. So whatever we had to do to get to it, we're extremely excited and grateful for it.
Talk a little bit about you've spent months doing this to learn a new defense, your whole new defensive staff. Talk about how it's been applied now in these practices.
It's different. I'll definitely tell you that. You go from a meeting like this, and you can see the formations pop up on the screen, and you're trying to do as much as you can to learn it. And then once you're on the field, it's a whole different speed. But coaches have done a great job. I'm like having Coach Niver by my side and Coach Orlando, and helping us just ultimately just learn how complex this defense is, and making moving parts make them move, and ultimately get to the offense as fast as possible. So they preach two things: run and hit. And so if you don't even get the call, run and hit. So ultimately, we're just trying to do our best with that. Having Zoom meetings was definitely a process, but then moving to the meetings in person has definitely done a great job of implementing our defense a little bit even more. So we're just extremely excited, like I said.
How much are you being something of a quarterback on the field right now for the defense?
I try my best. I want to be a leader in any way I can. I like to lead by example, and wherever I can. So if that job requires me to be on the sideline and support from there, I'm going to do it. I just want to do my job for the team as best as possible. So if I can be a quarterback in any way, a team leader in any way possible, I would love to do that for them, and ultimately just help my guys and my brothers out at the end of the day. So,
all right. So talk being on the field going against your offense, and knowing that you now have a quarterback who's returning, who's been experienced in the same system again, with a lot of familiar faces on that offensive side. So what should the Pac-12 be ready for this year?
Explosiveness. We got guys that you make incredible plays. You got our whole receiver board is stacked. Our receiver room has done a great job. We got, returning Amon-Ra and Tyler Vaughns, and we got Drake London emerging as a young, in my sense, a superstar. So a guy that has done a great job. I'm really proud of the work that they put in. Having Elijah Vera Tucker come back and helping out with the offensive lineman, that protects Keaton Slovis, our quarterback, and we're just we're grateful to have this opportunity to go against each other because it just makes us work even harder. So having guys like that to compete against day in and day out, it's been a blessing. So I'm really excited, and what I tell the other Pac-12 schools is, be ready. We're excited to compete with whoever we line up against, and we're just excited to get things going.
So you understand we have to ask because we can't see someone like you. We always like to know about the new. So all those names you referenced, now throw Brew McCoy in. So give us your sense being in the secondary going against him, what that's been like.
Man, one heck of a dude, a guy that's very physical, a guy that can go up and get the ball, and a guy that creates a lot of yards after the catch. Previously in a scrimmage that we had, he took it 40 yards down the sideline because he one missed tackle. So a guy like that can do great things, and we're just trying to do our job as a defense just to get them down. But we love having guys like that are determined and want to help our team win in any way possible. So guys like him, and we're trying to get Gary Bryan going, and Josh Jackson and John Jackson and guys like that. We're just extremely grateful for them to be on our side for sure.
How do you function at 9 a.m.?
Man, I'm a person that you told me to wake up. I gotta wake up. We've been doing this as student athletes. I don't think it doesn't go noticed all the time, but we wake up a lot earlier than a lot of people expect. We wake up at 5:15 on most days just to get a COVID test in at 6 a.m. So for us to be ready and be ready at 9 a.m., I can't tell you that we haven't been training for this, for 2 years, 3 years now since we've been in college. So a lot of guys of our summer program consisted of us waking up and training at 6 a.m. So like we said, we want to put the ball down anywhere on the field at any time, anywhere, any place. So we're just extremely excited. And like I said, we're grateful for this opportunity.
Well, thanks, Talanoa. It's great to see you back, and I'll give things back to Jesse.
Thank you, Ted.
And we'll go to media Q&A now. As a reminder, please use the raise hand function to get in the queue. Our first question will come from Ryan Cartgee.
Hey, Talanoa, thanks for doing this. I know Coach Orlando talked from the beginning of when he got hired about making this a more tough defense, a defense that welcomed hitting and physicality. I know that, to some people that was kind of a knock on this defense in the past. So far, over the week that you've been able to have contact, how have you kind of seen that new attitude manifest itself just among other defensive players?
It's been an unbelievable experience. We're going to individual periods, as we call indies, where we have live periods where we're tackling against other cornerbacks, other safeties, guys that we're really trying to take this time to hone in on our skills and make sure our tackling is fundamentally sound and as physical as possible. Our coaches preach it to be a run and hit game. Like I said, we want to be the best at that, and ultimately we got to practice like that. So to have those guys and have those coaches is a blessing for us as we move forward.
And in this defense, is the safety a more physical role maybe than in past defenses you played in?
I would say our safeties right now are in a physical role. I think our safeties in our past were in a physical role. I think our coaches have preached it as more of a physical role. So I think our coaches have done a great job of making it more known that we have to be a bigger presence than it used to be. It still is. We were still in the same presence in our previous defense. We just had to make it a more profound and more of a spot for us that, we got to take over some, we got to make up for some things that we didn't do in the past, for sure.
Great,
thank
thanks.
you.
Okay, our next question will come from Ryan Young, USC Rivals.
Hi, Talanoa. You mentioned you've been able to test your shoulder a little bit this preseason. Are you being limited in any way, just as a precaution, as we've seen in the past, or are you full go?
I've been full go. I've been cleared. I've been cleared since June. So everything that has been going on with us, every live period, every tackling period, I've been able to go to the ground multiple times. It's been a blessing just to have the opportunity with our team, and to be back and be in this ball situation has been an opportunity of a lifetime, for sure.
And then how do you view this season for yourself personally? It's a very pivotal third year. Do you think about kind of building your national resume a little bit more with a huge season?
For me, I just want to focus on the now. I'm a real big believer that we just gotta do things in the present. things like that. We can't even look towards the national championship yet. We gotta worry about Arizona State at 9 a.m. in the Coliseum. We're one game at a time, and as we move forward from there, we just gotta continue to have success like that and stack those little wins to ultimately have the big ones. And when things come around and God's timing is in His hands, I'm just kind of trying to do my best right now in the present.
And just real quick, what does this defense maximize in your game? What does it allow you to do in this system?
Honestly, it just helps me be the best leader I can possibly be vocal, be a person that helps my teammates make plays and helps our coaches give us the right play and for us to make. I gotta be the best player I can be, whether that's on the field or off the field. So, like I said, I'm a big believer that I can use my leading skills to do whatever I can just to help out the team. I don't want to say I'm on the field, like I said, I'm a person that just wants to help the team in any way possible.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay, our next question will come from Nick Hamilton, Nightfall Media.
Hey, thanks for doing this. Question, just with everything that's been going on, I know there was a lot of players in the conference saying, let us play. You all wanted to play this season. How optimistic were you throughout everything that you guys would have a season to play in?
Honestly, I'm not on social media, so a lot of the let us play and stuff was a lot of brought to me from my teammates in person when we were having training sessions. So for me, just to hear that, I didn't really know what was going on in the news. I kind of was just living the day in the present and go to training and come out, and whether we got shut down or whether things started back up, I didn't really know. Honestly, I was just excited to just be back on campus. It was a blessing just to be here and be able to experience that lifting and the training with my teammates, and ultimately just get ready for a season that we didn't even know if it was possible. But we were just for me, I had no idea which direction it could take. We don't know what our next 24 hours could look like. So we're just trying to do our best just to stay focused on the task at hand and just try to get better each and every day.
You being entrenched in this defense, especially this season, what do you feel like the identity of this defense is, and what can it be?
I want to have the best energy in the Pac-12. I want our team to have the best energy. But like I said, I think our defense is two things, and our coaches, like I said in the previous answers, our coaches really preach run and hit. I couldn't tell you even more because that's really all they preach. If we ain't doing that, we're not doing it right. So our coaches have made a great push for that, and making sure we all know that that's going to be our identity as a defense. As an offense, we just got to make plays, we got to score. So I can't really talk too much on that because I'm not in those meeting rooms as much as I am in the defense. So, but we're just trying to do the best we can to win games.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay, our next question will come from Dirk Facer, Deseret News. Dirk, you there?
Not now. Sorry.
No worries, we got you now.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Got me? Sorry about that, guys. Technology is new to me. My question is, you guys are picked to win the Pac-12 South, but Utah's won the last two Pac-12 South titles. Going into this, what's your mindset? Is it to take it away from Utah, to claim it yourself, or is Utah the team to beat, or how do you see things?
Honestly, we just got to be the best team we can be. Utah is a great team, and the last two seasons that I faced them, they've been great guys, great players on and off the field. They handle themselves with very much class, but it could be anybody in the Pac-12. Honestly, I really think, and I really truly believe that any team, as long as you're willing to put in the effort and the work, and guys are great in all of our teams in our conference. So for me, just we gotta stay locked in our skills and hone in everything we can do. And we can be just as much in that race to the number one spot. But like I said, I just want to take it one day at a time and one game at a time.
So not taking it all as that this is USC's division to win this year. That's not really the mindset. It's just kind of a week at a time.
Honestly, sir, that's just how I believe. I'm very much of a one game at a time. It could be different for our staff, and that's a question you could ask Coach Helen if you have this opportunity to, because I believe that we gotta focus in one week at a time, and just focus on the team that we play next. So
Thank you. I appreciate
thank
it.
you, Derek. Appreciate it.
Okay, next question will come from Kelsey Khaleesi Ekberg, Cronkite PBS. As a reminder, please use the raise hand function if you want to get a question in the queue.
Hey, Talanoa, thank you so much for your time. With the crazy year we've been having and the Pac-12 being the last to start, you have actually got an opportunity to be a viewer on college football Saturday, and maybe gotten a chance to watch teams you could potentially see later on in the season. Have you been able to watch, and what's that been like being, knowing that you guys are the last to start?
It's definitely different. Usually you're ready to play in September or late August. You're obviously itching just to be on the field, and now watching other teams and NFL crews is very different. Obviously, we're just blessed to have the opportunity just to even watch football. I think with everything in terms of everything that's been going on, but being able to watch other teams and teams grow and see the differences they make week to week, it's definitely different for me. But it's a blessing just to be able to watch some great football still. So I love being able to be around the guys, and we get to talk about it each and every week. And we're excited to be that team out there very soon.
And if you had a magic wand and could, take over the NCAA, would you want to start later and get that watching opportunity, or would you prefer to start right on time?
Honestly, I couldn't even tell you that. I'm just glad we have an opportunity to play. So I think many of us would just say whenever, wherever we could play, we want to make the most of our opportunities. I'm just excited that we have one. So I'm sorry if I didn't really answer your question.
No, that you did answer it. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay, any further questions from the media? The raise hand function. And we've got time for one or two more. We'll go to Hadley Heck.
Hi, Talanoa.
How you doing? How you
Good,
doing?
how are you?
That's crazy.
I know, time flies, huh?
Yeah.
So obviously the delayed start to the season. What are your emotions going into this first game after waiting so long?
I'm very excited. Definitely just trying to take it day by day. We're just ready. We're eager to get out there, and obviously we know we still have a lot of work to do, and we have a couple of weeks for that to just keep on preparing. But ultimately, we're just trying to just get ready for the season as best as possible. So I'm just, like I said, I'm just excited. So
yeah, awesome. Thank you. Good luck this season.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay, we'll do one last polling of questions. If there aren't any, we will let Talanoa get on with the rest of his schedule for today. And no more questions. So Talanoa, thanks very much. Appreciate you taking the time. Best of luck with the season, and look forward to seeing you out there very soon.
Sounds good. Thank you.